y'all, what's up? How y'all doing? I haven't seen y'all in a long time. It's been a while. I hope y'all have been great. I hope y'all have enjoyed all of 2024 because I feel like I ain't talked to y'all since 2023, and that might be accurate. I don't even know. Okay, but listen, I'm kind of back. I'm back a little bit. I mean, I know y'all want to yank me up and just, where you been at, hoe, and I've been around. I've been lifing, and life's been lifing me, okay? But we're here, and I've missed y'all. And first of all, let me say while I'm thinking about it, I appreciate y'all who have been like DMing me, emailing me, basically politely saying, "Ho, where you been at? We need another video. You've left us in the jungle to drown and be eaten by lions, and we just want to get into AA school, and you left us out to dry." Okay, I understand. But again, I'm grateful for y'all. Thank y'all for checking up on me. Everything's been good, okay? Everything's been good. Life's been life. All right, but here we are. Like I said, I missed y'all. I hope y'all missed me, but whatever. We'll talk about where I've been and where the time has gone another time. But today, we do got some stuff to talk about. I guess I should say tonight. Yeah. And excuse the quality because right now I'm in my room because my brother's cooking downstairs, Austin's studying downstairs, so it's just me and y'all up here in the quiet with the light in my face. Okay, all right. Anyway, if y'all can see by the title, your girl is she's moving on. She's moving on from San Antonio. San Antonio has been great to me. I think I've been great to it, to be honest. But yeah, like it's just time. It's time. It's crazy because I think I started working, when was that? Y'all, when I started working here, y'all remember? August. I started working here August 2023. And when I took this job, I think it was a 3-year contract. Obviously, it has not been 3 years. It has not. However, better opportunities have surfaced. Okay? Surfaced. We're going to be able to talk tonight. I don't know. And I want to see what it's about. So we're moving. You and I. We are moving on to somewhere else. And let me clear this up because let me tell y'all something. Anesthesia, the world and the community of anesthesia is wonderful. If you're in the room and things are going to nothing and you can't do nothing and you call for help, help is coming for anesthesia. That's what I love about a care team, okay? You ain't never by yourself. I mean, you by yourself, but you're not by yourself. Help is on the way. But listen, there's another thing that as a student, you figure out about this anesthesia community. And it is that, y'all, they be talking. They be gossiping. It be fake news. Some of the news be real, but a lot of it be fake news. Like, it is what it is. For example, I was at work. And y'all know what my chief told me? He was like, Farron, I got these students talking to me, and they asking, like, if all y'all got fired. And I'm like, standing in my scrubs. Well, I still work here. So, I mean, some people did leave. Some people got let go. Some people left voluntarily. But they said I ain't even work there no more, which was not true. So, like I said, fake news. I am indeed leaving on my own. So we just gonna clear that up because I know how y'all like to do out there. Y'all be the and don't even know what y'all about. Okay, all right. But anyway, yeah. So we're leaving. Like I said, I've been in San Antonio. Maybe what is this? What does that make? Like over a year and a half, I think. And it's been wonderful to me. The hospital is still hospitaling. Work is work, y'all. Sick patients, healthy patients, ortho in general. That's what it is here. And that's what I've been doing. So I'm used to that. I'm good with that. I'm not looking for more excitement, to be honest. Let's be real. It's about the money. It's about the money. I don't mean to sound like I'm money hungry. Not that I think that's a bad thing anyway, but it's just kind of like when you got stuff to do, you got stuff to do. When your loans come knocking, I remember we was talking about them loans back in the, yeah, when those come knocking, don't know about y'all, but I want them to stop knocking at my door. Okay, so I just have other things to do, and I feel like I can acquire the things that I would like to have in my life a little bit faster when the money is a little longer, you know. So that's what we're gonna go do. Like I said, the hospital, like the culture is still great there. I enjoy working with all the people, most of the people, because I'm not gonna be over here lying to y'all. Most of the people I enjoy. So when I was presented with this opportunity, it was hard for me. Like, it was hard because it was just kind of like, it's really hard when y'all go out and you find a job and you actually like the people that you work with. That is difficult. Like, that is a rarity, to be honest. Like, I know, like, if y'all have graduated, or if y'all are about to graduate, or I don't know, let's say you're at the end of second year, you've already done quad A, whatever. Like, there are going to be a lot of anesthesia companies like throwing numbers at you. Money, money, money. Y'all, go check out the hospitals first. Like, go have them, first of all, have them fly you out and pay for your stay and pay for you something to eat or whatever it is. Have them show you around the city. Have them take you to the hospital and actually talk to the people that work there. Because my thing about it is, if you don't like working there, that's a problem for me, because you spend most of your time at work. So I don't want to be at my job wanting to slap everybody. Me personally, I don't want to be miserable at work. Granted, work is work, but why I gotta be miserable over there? I don't want to do that. You know. So when y'all are thinking about taking these opportunities and signing contracts and doing all the things, go check the place out. Talk to the people who work there, because some people might be like, oh, I really love the city. I love living here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, how do you like working at the hospital? Like, the city is great. Boom, beautiful. Yeah, I got stuff to do. But most of my time, I'm going to be at the hospital. So if you can't really tell me much about that, that's a red flag for me. So just a tip from somebody who just, you know, I don't know who did it, I guess, whatever. So yeah, make sure y'all go do that, because they're going to be throwing out sign-on bonuses at y'all, and we're going to pay you this and we're going to pay you that. And my thing about this is the other side of it. When you want to look for a job too, and the money is high, think about why the money might be high. And when I say high, I mean, we do make good money, but what I'm saying is, like, let's just say market is 200. Let's just say that's what market is. And you have your places who are offering 150, 160, whatever. Okay. There are places that's offering like way above market. Like, let's just say they're doing like 300 or 350, whatever. Ask yourself why. Okay. Like, is it because of location? Because it's not a very desirable city? Or is it because y'all have the sickest patients and everybody around the world, like, this is where they come to? Make sure you ask those questions and then figure out if this is a place that you really want to go to. So that's it on it. And I kind of did all of those things based on this new job that I'm taking. Like, I toured and everything. And it just so happened to help that I know I have some friends who already work at the new place that I'm going to. So I was able to kind of be like, okay, like, what's the city like? What's the hospital like? So I was very fortunate, very blessed to be able to get like the insight in all those things. So yeah. What else I was gonna tell y'all? I mean, y'all, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Like, I ain't talked to y'all in a long time, and we're not gonna cover everything, but I just kind of wanted to let y'all know, like, that we leaving pretty much. Yeah. Also, you know, speaking of people like taking y'all out and stuff, when y'all DM me for shadowing opportunities, which is great, which is fine. Like, y'all can do that. I'm happy to help, because I know it's hard to get the opportunities. By the way, when you do that, if you email me, it doesn't matter if you email me or you like DM me on Instagram, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that you attach your resume as well, because I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, I'm going to prioritize the people who are like very close to applying. So like, if you are a freshman in college, or you're just now finishing, I don't know, high school or whatever like that, not to say that you won't find an opportunity, but it's going to be harder for you just because like there are more people who are pressed on their time because they need it for applications, if that makes sense. So I'm not discriminating, but it's just kind of like, I know how it is when you like rushing to get that application done and you need shadowing hours and whatever else. So if you DM me or anything like that, make sure you attach your resume just so I can see like where you are, what you've done, so that when I send it off to the chief, like, hey, you know, such and such wants to shadow. That way, like, we kind of have like a good idea of what your background is, and it's just like a different approach, you know. Also, I'm not paying for y'all to come out here and shadow. No shade, no tea, but I'm not hiring y'all because y'all don't need no job yet. Y'all just coming to see what I do, and I don't want to say it and sound like mean about it, but it's just kind of like, this is a part of your application process. So I don't pay for y'all to come out and shadow. I don't pay for y'all to stay. So I don't do all that. I don't know nobody to do that, because at that point it's kind of like you're coming to see if this is what you want to do and start the process of becoming a provider and go do all those things. Now, once you've gotten your degree and you know you did the master's and you passed your boards or whatever it is, yeah, people gonna be paying for you to come out and come look at the hospital, and they want to talk and they want to throw money at you. But right now, you starting at like, you know, you just trying to get your foot wet, go see what we doing, see what it's all about, you know. Plus, I don't know what y'all think, but I ain't got this type of coin. You know, I would, and I would love to do that for y'all. I really would, but we not there. We're not there yet where like we could just, you know, wipe with $100 bills and stuff. It's coming, but we're not there yet. Okay, so I just wanted y'all to know. But I'm more than happy to help as far as like kind of like y'all reaching out to me, and I do pass y'all's information on to the chief, and y'all can kind of work out a time for y'all to come shadow or whatever like that. So yeah, trying to think if there's anything else I want to tell y'all besides let's see, we talked about the shadowing. We said I was moving. We talked about the little gossip. Is there anything I wanted to add to the gossip? I think so, yeah. So I'm going to do a separate video where I just kind of recap the year, because we have a lot of gaps, okay? I've been gone for a while. But there's something that I want you to be careful of when you're working, especially for the brown people. Like, it applies to all people, but especially for the brown people. I know that we had talked before about like our facial expressions or how people perceive us based off of, you know, what we look like, right? We're expected to smile all the time. So when I say that is a very real thing, it is a very real thing. I don't want to say, and I don't want it to sound negative, but I just want y'all to have the truth. And I'm giving y'all my truth and my experience. And not to say that it's going to happen to you, but it's just kind of like, when it do happen, I don't want y'all to be like devastated. I want y'all to be like, you know what, actually Farron told me about this. This must be like some culture stuff or something. But there's a problem when you don't smile enough, because then you have an attitude and you don't care, and you're hard to work with, and you're unprofessional. You're not really unprofessional, but yeah. You're not cookie cutter, okay? And that sucks. You know, it sucks for us, for real. It's like, not to say we can't win because we winning, but it's a reminder that it's always like a battle with it, you know, because on the one end, if you're not smiling all the time and just, oh my God, hey, how you doing? Like, I love that. Like, what'd you do this weekend? You want to go have drinks? You want to do, if you're not like that, it's just, people perceive you a certain kind of way. And especially as like women of color, and women, and like, you know, men of color too, but especially like women of color, we got attitudes, you know, we have attitudes and we come off aggressive, right? But the flip side of that is when you do smile more and now you are more social, they don't know how to take you. At least, like, I feel like sometimes like they don't know how to take me, you know? And that might just be a me thing, but I don't know, like lately it just kind of feels like you kind of just can't win. Either you too quiet, you got an attitude, or now that you're social or you feel like you're polite, now it's too much, and people I don't know. I feel like they switch up your words or something, or they don't know how to take something you said. And I say that because there's a lot of passive aggressiveness, okay? And one thing about me, I don't do that. If we have a problem, I'm gonna have to be very much like, I didn't like the way you said this, because it made me feel like this. And like, let's address that head on, because I could be misunderstanding what you're trying to say, right? But let's have a conversation about it. I'm not gonna go have an attitude and go talk to whoever about it. I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm gonna say, hey, I wasn't feeling that. What was that about? Because this is how I took it. So how did you mean it? And the thing about where we are, it's not reciprocated like that. They're going to choose passive aggressiveness every single time. So if something happens that you say that, and let's just say it wasn't offensive, nothing, whatever, but let's say you had a face like this. Yes, okay. All right, and what did you want to do for that? I want to make sure I had the right drugs in that. Okay. So even if you're focused and you're not necessarily smiling, or I'm gonna be honest, sometimes things get intense in the OR, and sometimes you're thrown around, and so you're frustrated, and that's okay to be frustrated, but it's taken as, oh, you were unprofessional, right? Yeah, it's very passive aggressive. It's very, now Farron has an attitude today. I don't know, I didn't like the way that, conversations transpired or whatever like that. And it could be you ain't even say nothing. You could have just said okay, but you wasn't smiling when you said it, and I've definitely experienced that. So just as a heads up, like, it's just y'all gotta figure y'all way kind of out of it, okay? I think my approach is very like, I'm an extremist. I'm very all or nothing, okay? So we're gonna try it one way. And when it comes back to me that ain't the way you like it, I'm kind of done and over with it, right? So at this point, it's kind of like you go to work and you want to make friends and you want to enjoy where you work, and that's great, and you have that, but you also have boundaries, okay? So all you gonna get out of me at this point is, oh, good morning, how you doing? Okay, well, that's wonderful, enjoy your case. And then I'm going to my case. Like, I just don't have the energy to defend myself or think back to, oh, well, what could I have said, or how could I have looked, or how I could have said this softer, especially when I know that I probably wasn't being hard, and just because you're frustrated with something also doesn't mean you're being hard. It means you're frustrated with something. You're working through something in your mind, as long as you're not rude. Now, I know some of y'all might be rude. Now, then you're going to have to check that. But for the most part, and I'm not great at hiding my attitude, I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm also good about coming back and being like, you know what? I was very frustrated. I just, there was a lack of communication. I was trying to figure out what was going on. And that's good. To me, that, like, we good. They don't take it like that. So just a heads up. That's something that's kind of been, really present lately. And when you notice things like that, when you kind of sit back and you watch and you don't say anything and don't react, and you just kind of watch, even if people aren't talking to you, and you just kind of like, you hear in the background what's going on, it just makes you realize some things, okay? So I just want y'all to be very aware of that, because there are certain struggles that our demographic, like other people, they're just not gonna get it. They can't relate, okay? It's not gonna. You can be compassionate, but until you look like me, or you talk like me, or you come from where I come from, or, it's just certain things that we deal with that other people don't have to deal with. And I'm sure that y'all know that. But for other providers who work with people of color, be aware of that. Like, let's just communicate. Let's just talk about it, because something that I said probably didn't mean what you thought it meant. So let's be better communicators. That's my tidbit. And when I say like the gossip world is real, I mean like even as a student, if you mess up, and this is not to deter you from messing up, like I encourage you to mess up. Obviously like not with intent to harm, you know what I'm saying? But it's better for y'all to mess up now while you have somebody in the room versus like you messing up, don't really know what's going on when somebody leaves. But let's say you do mess up and you go to school in DC, I'm gonna know about it in Texas. So yeah, that community thing is great, but it also has a side to it that's just kind of like, hey, I know my business. And that's how they know your business, because they be talking. Yeah. They talk about everything, every mistake you made, every whatever. And I think for me, also dealing with that is just like, first of all, when I came to take this job, I came under like a horrible, like I walked into like a horrible reputation. Like I walked in on my first day and my friend was basically like before I started, I think I was getting my scrubs on or something. And he was like, I just want to tell you something. And I said, well, what's up? And he was like, well, before you left to your regular rotation, there was another provider there and she really didn't like me. She didn't care for me, and it is what it is. I'm not for everybody. But play with your mama. No, okay. She didn't like me, and so she went doing all of this about how I couldn't do this and how I couldn't do that, and it put a poor taste in everyone's mouths before I even walked into the room. And it's just like, they don't know me. And I think my friend was a little bit more worried than I was, though, because one thing about it, what's for me is for me, okay? And I guess I wasn't really bothered by it because I just knew that like I was none of the things that she said, okay? So I knew that with time and after working with me, y'all would figure out that homegirl was a hater. But, you know, maybe that was what she needed to do. Like maybe that was just, that was how I needed to walk in so that they could, you know, get to know me, you know? So when and that stuff can hurt you sometimes. It can hurt you sometimes where somebody's kind of like spreading that fake news about you and you just go and try to get other jobs. But one thing about it is, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're professional, you're doing your job, right? God ain't just about to, oh, okay, such and such said something about you and then close the door. No, baby, that door is still for you. Go and walk on through it, okay? So what's for me is gonna be for me. So I don't worry about stuff like that. Is it disappointing? Yeah. Is it another like thing to jump over? Yeah. But at the end of the day, I just be like, next patient. What are we doing today? Like it is what it is, y'all, for real. But yeah, that's really it that I have to say. Like I've learned a lot this year, and like I said, we're gonna do a 2024 kind of recap and all that kind of stuff. But it is what it is. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to end this video here. Like, you know, I just kind of rambled it in, but it is what it is. It was all stuff y'all need to know that I felt like, okay. But thank y'all for coming back. We have a lot of things to cover. I hope that I can be like a little bit more on it this year, okay? I'm gonna try. I know I said that last year, but life did life. But no, thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. Thank y'all for checking in on me. Thank y'all for DMing me. Thank y'all for like just telling me where y'all are in the process. And like I said, like I'm here as a resource for y'all because I know there's just not too much information or as much as you would like to be out there. So I'm really here for y'all. Any questions that y'all have, y'all want me to put in the words, y'all can get a shadowing opportunity. Absolutely. Like I'm here to help y'all in any way that I can. I don't take like students, and I don't let y'all shadow me, but I do get y'all to people who like want to have shadowers, okay? And it's nothing against y'all. It's just kind of like, I know a year and like, you know, what is it? Like a little over like a year and a half seemed like some time, but I'm not saying I feel green, but I feel too green for y'all to be coming in there watching me, okay? I'd be a little bit nervous when y'all be in there with me. But But no, I'll do my best to like, you know, pass y'all on to like some really good people. Like I said, like everybody in San Antonio, they're very, very nice, especially working at the hospital. So if you do come to San Antonio and like I put you through to somebody, like there's like, well, you can ask them whatever. Like they're very kind. Like the group we have now is just, they're just great people. Like, I mean, I hang out with them outside of the hospital. Not all of them, but like as far as like the AAs and stuff go and like whatever, like you ain't gotta worry about you coming and people being mean or you asking dumb questions, because I think all of us are, we're kind of like a younger group too, so we all kind of like get what it's like to not know what you're doing or just be curious or whatever like that. So whenever y'all come to San Antonio, like ask what you need to ask. Like this is your life. You need to find out all the information and make all the moves and make decisions. So be like me, ask all the dumb questions. Like, do y'all get lunch? Is somebody there to break out for lunch? Like that's stuff I want to know. Do y'all pay for parking? I don't know. Like, just whatever. That's the stuff I be asking. But yeah, thank y'all so much for supporting the channel and just like sticking with me. I appreciate y'all. Like y'all some real ones. And still like message me, tell me where y'all are in the process. Like I love to hear that. Like I'd be so excited for y'all, like especially when y'all be like, oh my gosh, I passed my boards, blah 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 blah. Like I love that. Like I just be smiling ear to ear. Like I just be so happy for y'all. And it's truly genuine. Like I know, like, I don't know y'all, but a little bit, like, when we be talking, like, I feel like I know y'all a little bit, so I just be excited. Like, I just want to see y'all win. I want to see y'all do all the things that y'all want to do, live the dreams y'all want to live. Like, we only got one life, right? We ain't practicing. Yeah, okay, we on the same page about it. But if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to this channel. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Like, I do check it. I do answer y'all's questions when I can. Okay. But yeah, I will see y'all on the next one. Okay, bye.